Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for day 17 of G1 Climax 2015. We have our New Japan World player set to 17 minutes exactly, and we will be hitting the play button on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And we have the Bullet Club here, Tama, Takahashi, and Karl Anderson taking on Honma, Kojima, and Dorada, and the bell just rang. And now we're starting things off with Takahashi and Honma, who will be facing each other tomorrow.
Honma still coming off of the biggest victory yet for him in this G1 Climax tournament experience. His only win, victory. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, between two G1 Climax tournament experiences. He is now, 1-17, Ashton?
Correct.
Yeah, crazy. Karl Anderson immediately comes in, and the Bullet Club there just kind of cutting the ring in half, taking out the opposition there. And Takahashi with just that boot to Honma. Honma did say it was the start of a winning streak, that he was going to beat Takahashi, so we'll have to see now if he can do it. But Bullet Club not messing around today. And Honma, though, trying to fight back here. And a nice back up with the Takahashi.
Unless Tama is the one that ends up getting pinned in this match, I don't think that Honma's winning streak is going to continue.
We'll see. I mean, Honma really addressing his fans, his people, and saying, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for believing in me. And it was an emotional moment because Honma didn't beat a scrub. I mean, he beat Ishii. He beat the Stone Pitbull. And Takahashi there with the biting of the thumb. And Honma does get to the ropes, and Takahashi could be preparing for that boot, and he gets it. So Honma in a very interesting place. I mean, obviously, no illusions about a world title opportunity or Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event, but it's a pride issue. Can he keep that winning streak going?
Yeah, I mean, he even said in his promo that when he beats Takahashi on Saturday, he's going to wear that 2-7 record with pride.
Absolutely. Oh, now look at that, calling for the Kokeshi headbutt already. I know, Takahashi moves out of the way.
Just got his shoulder up.
And Ashton, it is such a huge, huge day for the Bullet Club. AJ Styles versus Tanahashi. Winner is pretty much, the winner of the A block. Yep. So, I mean, you got to wonder if that's on their mind. And you talk about a huge day for the Bullet Club. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. Huge day for the Machine Gun Karl Anderson. Potentially, because the B block is in such an interesting place. See Tonga there with the measured body shots to Honma. I mean, if Karl Anderson can win his match and all the other pieces fall into place as they should, we're getting ready for some real controversy. And look at Tonga there and the drop kick. Beautiful.
The way he moves is so unique. And not even just because he kind of slithers, but just because of the effectiveness with which he moves. The fact that he can cover so much ground in so little time. Like, he's the only wrestler I know of that moves quickly enough to actually manage to get behind other guys without just kind of like flipping over their heads. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And there you see Karl Anderson there, just grounding Honma in the hold. And I'll tell you, Karl Anderson is going to be very interesting because, again, if he can win and all the other pieces fall into places they should, then we've got a bit of a controversy, but a controversy that Karl Anderson may find himself coming out on top in. And now, nice calf kick there by the Machine Gun to Honma. Hooks the leg deep, and Honma kicks out.
That was a beautiful kick.
Now look at that. Takes out both Dorada and Kojima.
Oh, is he calling for the gun stun already?
I think he wants it. I think he wants to put this thing away. I could tell the Bullet Club had that sense of urgency early. Honma, though, fights it off. Checks the arm. Oh, look at that DDT. Perfect DDT there by Honma. And now he's going to go for the Kakeshi, and he gets it. He gets it.
1 for 2. His accuracy rates are getting better, people.
And now here comes Karl Anderson's G1 Climax Day 18 opponent tomorrow, Kojima.
And immediately into the lightning chops.
Oh, Karl Anderson trying to take refuge anywhere. Oh, he is in so much pain. And Kojima's still going. He's still going.
Yeah, can't remember the last time. This into chest chops. He turned the chest chops into nipple chops. That has to be painful.
Oh, God. And there's the forearm there. Let's see if Karl Anderson can get back in this, because I'll tell you, those chops take the wind out of the best of men.
Kojima going for the elbow, and he hits it. Yeah, he hit his whole combo there. The lightning chops into the corner, into the opposite corner, into the forearm, into the elbow drop. He hit everything.
Absolutely, but look at Karl Anderson trying to come back with chops of his own. He's doing knife edge. Kojima seems to be doing overhand.
Oh,
And now this is the forearm there by Kojima. And now look at the rapid forearms. Discus forearm there. Takes Karl Anderson off his feet.
and a little flexing from Kojima.
And I'll tell you, Ashton, I mean, tomorrow for the B block could be the last chance for Kojima to really show what he can do. I mean, can you imagine if he was just the fly, so to speak, and Karl Anderson's soup just totally ruining his tournament experience?
It is
We'll
possible.
see.
I don't think it's very likely, but it is definitely possible.
I mean, we've learned that anything is possible. And look at Karl Anderson here. I think taunting Kojima with that lariat taunt. No.
Oh, Koji Cutter!
Koji Cutter, he got it. And now he's calling for it here.
Yep, he knows what he's doing. And so does Karl Anderson.
And, he got caught.
Buster.
Oh, that double A doesn't get any more beautiful than in the hands of Karl Anderson. Absolutely magnificent.
Who would you say has a better spinebuster, John Karl Anderson or Adam Rose?
I'd actually have to give it to Karl Anderson there, my friend.
Wow. I don't disagree with you. I'm just surprised that you're so quickly willing to take credit away from Adam Rose.
I mean, Adam Rose is a beautiful, and look at that there, that Hurricane Rana by Dorada, but Adam Rose is a beautiful spinebuster, make no mistake, but there is something just about the snap of Karl Anderson, like how quickly he gets it off while maintaining the perfection of form that I really appreciate.
Really painful.
Yeah, Tonga may be out of this thing. Dorada just gave it all to win it all, and now we're taking a look at it again.
Look at this.
That impact on the guardrail.
Tonga lands on his knees. Like, how painful would that have to be? Oh, and look at
this.
Be
excruciating.
The immediate Bullet Club breakup of the pin attempt.
Bullet Club has been especially aggressive in this tag team match today. Not saying that they're usually, not aggressive, because they are.
Oh, and look at that. The big combo into the splash.
Oh, man. This is a bad situation for Mascara Dorada. Fireman's carry here. Flapjack there. Tonga goes into the cover, too. And Kojima breaks up the count.
Wow, it looked like Honma was going to break it up, but Kojima got there first. He was off camera.
Takahashi takes out Honma. Karl Anderson takes out Kojima. Opponents pairing off. And now, the swinging neck breaker there. Now cover.
Gonna end up seeing a head shrinker. Oh, look at that. Honma takes out his own guy. He took out Dorada.
That didn't do him any favors.
I think Tonga.
And now
he wants the head shrinker. He's going for it here. He holds
it. Could it be the head shrinker?
And he gets it.
It's over.
That's
goes into the cover. 2, 3 count. Wow. Pretty dominant.
Quick work, man.
Absolutely. Pretty dominant performance from where I said by the Bullet Club. Tonga gets the winning pin again. I'll tell you something. This young man is really coming to his own from the remainder of the G1 Climax. Tonga, I think, still has one hell of a future ahead of him, and that head shrinker can beat the best of them. Impressive victory for the Bullet Club. Tonga picking up the pin.
I'll tell you right now, John, we have an incredibly interesting match coming up here. This match was fun, and I think that we kind of knew it would be, just given all the players involved. But our next match is the first match in this entire tournament to feature reDRagon and the Young Bucks.
Yes. Going to be explosive tag team action there. As you see Takahashi kind of putting the boots to Honma there early. Proud of the work that he has done. Karl Anderson, no, not able to take a piece of Kojima, at least not yet. He's going to save all that for tomorrow.
And as far as Anderson and Kojima go, I am going to be rooting so hard for Anderson to win that match, because if he wins that match, he sets a potential chain of events into motion that would create massive amount of actual chaos, not the stable chaos, but actual chaos, atrophy into the B block.
Certainly, Ash, and I completely agree. I mean, today in the A block, we find resolution. Tomorrow in the B block, we may only find further intrigue. Yeah. It all comes down to these matchups.
And really, the key to it is Anderson winning, because if Anderson wins and Nakamura wins, it doesn't even really matter if Goto wins or not. If Anderson and Nakamura both win, we have a 3-way tie at the top. If Goto wins, we could potentially have a 4-way tie at the top.
Right. So I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it just really, when I think about it, just sends shivers down my spine, because, again, A block seems pretty straightforward. It's AJ Styles, it's Tanahashi. One man is going to have to be better than the other. Whoever does that, they go to the finals. It's that simple. B block, the waters are a lot muddier, so to speak.
And our next match here is Michael Elgin and reDRagon teaming up to take on the team of Cody Hall and the Young Bucks. And I guess Ishii is potentially hurt maybe for this match. No, Ishii's actually in a match later. So I'm not 100% sure why Elgin is in a match not involving Ishii. Doesn't really make sense to me, but that's how it is because Elgin and Ishii are opponents tomorrow.
Yes, that's right. Should be a great matchup.
Yeah.
And I'm very much
looking
forward to it.
As far as the B block goes, just kind of getting back to that, it's worth noting if Goto loses, but Anderson and Nakamura both win, it would be a legitimate three-way tie because Anderson beat Nakamura, who then will have beaten Okada, who beat Anderson. So just each guy has beaten each other, and I have no clue how they would handle that. If Goto wins, though, I think it actually creates a scenario where Karl Anderson would be the technical winner of the B block. Because if you look at the four players that would be involved, Okada and Goto have one victory each over other contenders in that four-man group. Nakamura and Anderson both have 2 wins each, or will have 2 wins each, over the other members of that group, but Anderson beat Nakamura directly. So I think that if we get a 4-way tie at the top, it would end up going to Anderson, because he's one of the 2 people with more wins than the other 2 that beat the other guy that has the same amount of wins.
Right.
How crazy would that be?
So if you're Karl Anderson, you actually won all the bodies on the top of the mountain because you know that you're going to reign supreme.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
You're cheering for Goto and Nakamura tomorrow if you're Anderson. Obviously, you have to win your match first. That's the key right there. If Karl Anderson wins, that kind of sets this whole thing into motion. We need Karl Anderson and Nakamura to win to create just a ton of chaos. Alternatively, Okada could win, and it doesn't matter what else happens. He would just win the block.
Absolutely. So it really comes down to Karl Anderson and Shinsuke Nakamura, being able to carry the weight that is on their shoulders. And if Goto wins, I mean, that just makes it easier for Karl Anderson, given your explanation.
I think Goto is actually technically eliminated.
Really?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if he wins or not. I don't think it's possible for him to win the block, because if Okada wins, he automatically wins the block. If Nakamura wins, but Anderson doesn't, and Goto wins, well, Nakamura's beaten Goto already, and then he will have beaten Okada, so then Nakamura would just win the block. If all 4 of them get in, we've already talked about this, Anderson would probably win the block. So really, I'm pretty sure that Goto is just flat out done.
Right. Very interesting, given that he's definitely had one of the more impressive performances throughout this tournament. But, I mean, here's the thing, Ashton, and what G1 Climax has taught me is you've got to be better than impressive. I mean, you really do, because you get even just a few losses under your belt, and that's the difference between you winning and you just barely making it, just barely missing the mark. So, interesting dilemma there for all the guys in the B block, but that'll get resolved tomorrow. Here now we see the Young Bucks and Cody Hall. I'll tell you, folks, if you've never seen the Young Bucks, first of all, I think we'll have to take it outside and have a nice long chat. But second of all, I mean, these guys are one of the most exciting tag teams, and not only that, they are the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions. And,
seems like they are the perpetual IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
I have just grown so used to those titles being a part of the Young Bucks as attire. I mean, that's how dominant they are.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, the other team on the opposite side, reDRagon, they have had some wars with the Young Bucks. Quite a history there.
Yeah.
And look at that. Cody Hall. And I like that. They're going to jump up and give Too Sweet to Cody Hall. I like that.
That is cool.
Now there is Kyle O'Reilly. Very talented young man. Former PWG heavyweight champion. He's been an IWGP Junior Tag Team Champion. Actually, reDRagon was so dominant at one point, they held the IWGP Junior Tag Team titles alongside the ROH Tag Team titles.
Yes, they did.
So, I mean, reDRagon, Definitely one of the best teams the world has to offer right now, but I think you could say the same thing about the Young Bucks. And what a hard shoulder block there by Kyle O'Reilly to start. And look at that. No respect there. I believe that's Nick Jackson.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Look at that. Though.
Oh, and look at this. Kyle O'Reilly just running over Jackson. Rolls over. Oh, my God. We're not
Sunset flip, maybe?
Anything in this.
Now look at that. Oh, he's got the arm.
Bar.
Cross arm breaker. Oh, man. And now look at that, though. Nick Jackson gets his way to the ropes.
So smart.
Absolutely. I like how he was able to shift the leverage, kind of roll through. But Kyle O'Reilly has control of the arm. Now he's going to tag in. Bobby Fish. Okay. Bobby Fish. And now Bobby Fish is going to take control of the wrist lock. And then, nice uppercut there almost to the arm.
Yeah, to the elbow area. Almost like he was trying to dislocate it.
Now Matt Jackson taking the tag. That's so smart. I love how the Young Bucks work together. They just...
That's cool. Cody Hall just kind of grabs Nick Jackson, and meanwhile Matt comes from behind. Eye poke.
Yeah, now Matt Jackson going to be able to take it to Bobby Fish here. That eye poke creating the window of opportunity. And look at Bobby Fish though with the disrespect, giving Matt Jackson a taste of his own medicine, and then vaults him over. Wow,
look at that! He hit everyone. He ended up kicking Cody Hall, who then dropped Nick Jackson onto the apron.
And now dual vaulting cross bodies there by both members of reDRagon onto the Young Bucks.
And as far as Kyle O'Reilly goes, as you were talking about earlier, he is a former PWG World Champion. Oh my God, Elgin's flying.
And Elgin just taking out everybody.
Everybody in the Bullet Club. He didn't touch anyone in reDRagon.
Well, that's great tag team work there. As you see again, he vaults over. And reDRagon able to get out of the way of the collision. And Michael Elgin, that mass of humanity flying in the air, just able to take out everybody. A nice back elbow there to Matt Jackson by Bobby Fish. And now Elgin's in. The unbreakable Michael Elgin. And he's calling for that vertical suplex. Oh, Matt Jackson's in a bad way.
Got him up.
Cody Hall's going to need to do something here.
There's Matt. Or no, that is Nick. Matt's in the ring.
Oh, and Cody Hall trying. Oh, no, still not enough. And now both of these men, now look at that. They grab Matt. Stop him there. And then, look at reDRagon, though. They come in. And now, Elgin's going to do it to
suplex.
Both. Oh, wow.
A double
members
suplex.
Of the Young Bucks.
That was beautiful.
Crazy.
That was awesome.
There is so much humanity in the ring right now. I can't even keep track, but the story here is Michael Elgin taking out both members of the Young Bucks. Matt Jackson still the legal man. That's going to be the most difficult. Oh, and look at that.
Oh, the triple pose. That's amazing.
And the most difficult part of this match, guys, I don't want to speak for Ashton, but for me at least, it's going to be keeping track of who the legal men are. Because this match is going to break down in a major way.
We know that it's Kyle O'Reilly and Matt Jackson, so I can live with that.
Absolutely. As you see now, Kyle O'Reilly taking control of the arm there of Matt Jackson, but then the hard Irish whip. And now charges in. Lands on the apron, but gets a super kick by Nick Jackson.
Super kick number 1. And now Matt Jackson is in the ring, but it looks like, what did Bobby Fish just do to the referee? That was kind of weird.
The first invitation for the super kick party was sent out there to Kyle O'Reilly. You best believe more are going to come. Oh, man, and now Matt Jackson tags in Cody Hall. And I'll tell you what, Cody Hall, it's hard to, remember sometimes that he is a young boy, given his attire and given how much he's grown, even throughout the course of this G1 Climax. Now look at that, he's firing himself up. And,
takes out both Young Bucks.
Absolutely. And Kyle O'Reilly, can he get the tag? Can he get to either Bobby Fish or Elgin? And now look at that, the guillotine.
Oh, man.
Beautiful form. He's got the legs wrapped around the body, and he's really cranking on the head, but Cody Hall
powers through. Yeah, scoop slam style. 1, 2, and O'Reilly kicks out.
O'Reilly stays in it, but look at O'Reilly. He doesn't even know where he is. He just stretched his hand out like somebody tagged me, but he's so far away from his corner. And it just got tossed into the Bullet Club's corner.
And in comes Nick Jackson. I guess that we're doing a little bit better of a job keeping track of who's legal than I thought we would.
Absolutely.
Drop kick. The typically Young Bucks offense, man. The backflip into the head scissors into the drop kick.
These guys are so good. A lot of tag teams would probably complain that it's not even fair, but not reDRagon.
Oh, what a boot from Kyle O'Reilly!
Kyle O'Reilly staying in it.
And he ends up letting the Bullet Club take care of themselves while working his way towards his corner. But now Matt Jackson, but Kyle O'Reilly lands on his feet, kick to the back of the leg, slap, knee, kick, sweep the leg, Johnny, sweep the leg.
Now let's see here. Can Kyle O'Reilly make the tag? And he does.
In comes Elgin.
Elgin now on the top rope, vaults and double shoulder block.
Double shoulder block, wow.
I believe he pointed to Nick Jackson. There's a forearm there. Discus forearm. Oh, Elgin is on fire right now. Oh, look at Matt Jackson coming in. And now Matt Jackson. Oh, fireman's carry position here from Elgin. Elgin now, look at that. Sandwiches Nick on top of Matt. Could it be a double Samoan drop?
Looks like it.
Oh, and uses their feet to kick off Cody Hall. That's brilliant. Double Samoan drop by Elgin, taking out the trash.
Gotta love that usage of human bodies as weapons.
Oh, man, and Matt Jackson in a bad corner here. But Cody Hall, I think, is going to play defense for the moment. I thought Matt Jackson might have been setting himself up to get cannonballed. I could be wrong, though. Cody Hall buying Matt and Nick, for that matter, some valuable time. Now, oh, look at that. Cody Hall connects first, and it staggers Elgin. I'll tell you, Cody Hall, I have said, when he puts everything together, he's going to be so impressive. But look at that. I believe that was, yes, it was Bobby Fish.
How smart is Bobby Fish?
reDRagon, I mean, they're a cerebral team. They're a cerebral team, and they're a team of strikers, and they're just absolutely brutal. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there by Fish. And then I think that was the knee, though, by Kyle O'Reilly.
It was, taking a page out of Shinsuke Nakamura's book. Oh, and look at this, Nick Jackson in now. Double underhook, DDT, with the assist into the German.
Yeah, the wheelbarrow suplex there. And now Elgin. Could it be the deadlift German?
Yes, he's got
Nick
him
Jackson,
up and down.
Got him. Cody Hall is seeing this happen, and he breaks
Cody
up.
Hall breaks it up, even if only barely in time.
And now look at that, reDRagon continuing their work on Cody Hall here.
I love that reDRagon is double teaming Cody Hall and Elgin is handling himself against both Young Bucks. Look at Cody Hall's athleticism, though. The double clothesline. So much for handling Cody Hall.
Absolutely. Like I said, Ashton, the day that Cody Hall puts everything together, will be
back fist to the future.
Oh, it could be the buckle bomb here, but look at the Young Bucks. Double super kick. Oh, it's breaking down here.
Who's legal, John?
I think Nick Jackson.
Cody Hall is now.
Tag. Cody Hall is legal now, and he's in there with Elgin.
Going for the lariat, and he hits it.
Oh my God, the power behind that lariat.
Whips Elgin into the opposite corner. Gonna go for maybe a splash here or just another lariat.
Could be another lariat.
Doesn't matter. Elgin got his foot up. Enziguri. Oh, look at this. Matt Jackson holding him back. No, but Nick Jackson super kicked Matt. And now Elgin punches Nick off the apron. Or, well, I guess he didn't knock him off the apron yet, but apron plex. No, deadlift Falcon Zero, I'm guessing.
Oh, could this be the deadlift Falcon Zero here? But look at Cody Hall.
Yeah, Cody Hall breaks it up.
Oh,
and now Cody Hall
man.
Calling for the
Razor's Edge.
He wants it.
Could it be?
Oh, look at this reDRagon. Teamwork, man. Teamwork.
Beautiful teamwork by reDRagon.
Chopping down the redwood.
Oh, man, the
chopping down that redwood.
The alternating kicks to the leg, the thighs and everything of Cody Hall. And then, oh, look at that. Back and chest. Both get targeted. But now
super kick!
Oh, now going for Elgin.
Super kick to Elgin. Oh, but Elgin with the double lariat.
Oh, Elgin powering through it. Oh,
what a lariat from Cody Hall.
Cody Hall picking his spot, and now this could be it here.
He's calling for another Razor's Edge. Hopefully he'll actually hit this one.
Elgin looks limp after that lariat. Oh.
Back body drop into the roll-up.
Oh, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Elgin's going to go for a buckle bomb here. He didn't even go for a buckle bomb.
Just a standard power bomb. Now it could be the buckle bomb. Is that going to do it? Oh, no, sit out. Sit out, power bomb. 2, 3 count.
I think Cody Hall wasn't quite as easy to buckle bomb as Elgin would have liked, so he had to just settle for a couple of in the middle of the ring kind of power bombs.
Well, hey, Ashton, that's the veteran instinct. When you go to the well and you don't come up with what you were looking for, improvise. And Elgin did. And I got the W anyway. tell you, what a team the Unbreakable Michael Elgin and reDRagon make.
I think we ended that match with something like 6 or 7 super kicks, by the way.
Absolutely. I mean, typical Young Bucks style, leaving everything in the ring there, and yet they're still
fewer than normal.
And now look at that. Young Bucks taunting reDRagon with the fact that, hey, even though you won this match, we are still the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions.
For how long, though, John? For how long, though?
That is the question, my friend. That is the question. And if reDRagon has their say, they'll be the ones to provide the answer. But for now,
And the answer will be not long.
Exactly.
I think they're probably going to end up with a Junior Tag Championship match on Sunday, if I had to guess.
You would have to imagine, and I'll tell you something. If you're a reDRagon fan, life is pretty sweet for you right now.
This is an interesting show because I don't think there are any young boys on this show. I just saw Jay White, and it made me think. I don't think there's a single young boy on this show.
Yeah, with the exception of Cody Hall, but again, he has that elevated status because of the Bullet Club Association.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
and I think I don't know why he was in this match. I mean, I guess just because they wanted to kind of shoehorn the Bullet Club in there, and they weren't going to put Ishii with the Young Bucks.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, we roll on here. What's our next matchup, partner?
Our next matchup looks extremely interesting. We're going to get a little bit of a preview of our Junior Heavyweight Championship match on Sunday because we've got Nagata, Nakanishi, who we have not seen yet in G1, and Kushida, the Junior Heavyweight Champion, taking on the team of Goto, Captain New Japan, and Ricochet, who is Kushida's opponent on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. That should be an amazing matchup, Ricochet versus Kushida.
Oh, absolutely. I've been hyped for that match ever since it was announced, before G1 even started, man.
Absolutely.
Here comes Ricochet.
They don't get any better than Ricochet, folks.
No, this dude is, and I don't throw this word around lightly, Ricochet is a revolutionary player in the world of professional wrestling.
I can vouch for him that he doesn't throw words around like that often. Ashton's always very careful with his wording. He's always very honest with how he views athletes. So for him to say that Ricochet is a revolutionary athlete, that really tells you everything you need to know about this young man.
He's got a natural charisma about him. He's a freakish athlete. I think he's over 6 feet tall. He's absolutely shredded to the bits. And he is an absolutely incredible performer in the ring. His only real weakness, if I had to come up with one, is that he's not the best talker. And as far as Lucha Underground is concerned, that doesn't mean jack shit.
Of course, I mean, there, folks, if you didn't put the dots together, he is Prince Puma. And he's done very well for himself there. But I'll tell you something, Ashton, for all of the praise that Ricochet has, there's only one thing I think he cares about adding to his resume as far as New Japan's concerned, and that's the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Absolutely. And that's all he should be worried about right now until Season 2 of Lucha Underground gets underway, at which point he should probably, try and get a rematch for his championship. And if he can't win that, maybe start going after that Gift of the Gods title.
Absolutely. I mean, the world is Ricochet's oyster right now, whether you look at it from the Lucha Underground perspective or the New Japan perspective. Things are just really good for him right now. And Kushida now coming in. But see, that's the thing. We talk about Ricochet taking the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, but then you look at who he has to do it to, to get that job done. Kushida's no pushover. Kushida, I mean, I used to just know him as simply one half of the Time Splitters. But Kushida has really come into his own. I mean, and it's evident by that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. The guy can beat anybody in his division. That Kimura armbar that Kushida is known to resort to, I'll tell you, man, it's brutal.
I think there's a chance that Ricochet might just be able to take the title off of him.
If anybody can do it, it is Ricochet.
It is.
He is so impressive in there.
He's been wrestling since 2006. He was only 17 years old when he started.
Wow.
I mean, technically his debut was in 2004, at which point he only would have been 16. So, he's 26 right now. which is, I mean, just insanely impressive given how much experience and exposure this kid's got. But he's been wrestling for over a decade now, if you count 2004 as his debut.
And here comes Mr. Anti-Aging, ready to dole out some blue justice.
Put
Yuji
on
Nagata.
an incredibly fun match against Kazuchika Okada on Wednesday, and man, you've just got to believe that that's not going away anytime soon. And here is the new guy, not actually new, but new to us, Manabu. I'm going to say Manabu, Nakanishi.
Yeah, Nakanishi. I am very curious what this man will bring to the table. And seems to know
Looks like,
Yuji Nagata quite well.
yeah, I was going to say it seems like he and Yuji Nagata are old friends.
I'll tell you, for any young aspiring wrestler, I encourage them to watch Yuji Nagata's G1 Climax tournament experience. Not for any kind of dominance, but because that man fought through bruised ribs, not one complaint,
Well, we
not
don't
one
even know.
time.
They might have been fractured. They might have been broken. We don't know. We just know that his ribs have been injured.
Absolutely. And
Now comes Captain New Japan here.
Yeah, Captain New Japan, but the fact that he took the world champion Okada to the limit just tells you everything you need to know about Yuji Nagata. And there is Goto following behind Captain New Japan. And you want to talk about impressive. The Intercontinental Champion doesn't mess around. He can hang with the best of them. In fact, he did, and he won with Okada, probably the biggest win Goto attained in this tournament.
Yeah, and really, I mean, if he hadn't done that, Okada would already have this block wrapped up.
Absolutely.
He's the only
And
one that beat Okada so far, and I'm sure that if it was up to Okada, he'd be the only one to beat Okada, but thus far, he is the only one to beat Okada.
right. And we know in his last G1 Climax tournament bout, Goto got a very impressive victory over Michael Elgin, a unique pinning combination doing the damage. And here we go. Here we're getting ready for six-man tag action. Nakanishi really fascinates me. I'm wondering what kind of offense he'll bring to the table.
He looks like a powerhouse to me.
Yeah, he does. I like that there's nothing flashy about his attire. I mean, you know he's a veteran, but he's pretty much got an attire like a young boy would, you know?
Mm-hmm. And
those...
as far as the other team goes, Ricochet, such an interesting case because he's so amazing at what he does. Never held a championship in Japan.
That may change.
He's been in
That
New Japan since 2013. He debuted in the 2013 Best of Super Juniors tournament in May, and he won the 2014 Best of Super Juniors tournament, but he couldn't translate that into a championship. He still has not held a title in New Japan.
That is quite shocking, but he has a chance to remedy that come Sunday, Ashton. And
Absolutely.
that's,
And I think he can. I think he can.
I believe he can too. Like I said, if anybody can beat a performer as good and is on their game right now as Kushida, it is Ricochet.
And now we're starting things off in this match with Goto and Nagata. And let me tell you right now, I definitely think that Goto has the edge here. But if Nagata performs against Goto anything like the way he performed against Okada on Wednesday, we might just see a big upset.
Absolutely. I mean, Yuji Nagata showed me that he is the only one that decides whether he's out of the fight or not, because he gave Okada everything he could handle and then some. But look at Goto, they're going right to the ribs. And you can't
And that's
fault
another
the
one,
Intercontinental
too,
Champion.
because Okada, for the most part, did not take advantage of the injured ribs. He did every now and then just as like an easy way out to make sure that he wasn't going to get caught in a big series of offense from Nagata. But for the most part, he targeted the head and neck for the Rainmaker.
Absolutely. Now here comes Captain New Japan. Gonna continue to build upon the work that Goto started. And now Captain New Japan, I think he's gonna shoot Yuji Nagata over the ropes here. He does. But oh, look at that. Nagata checks it. Nice kick there. And now he tags in Nakanishi. And we're gonna see this man for the first time.
And
Oh,
the first thing that he does is get kicked in the gut and then punched in the head a few times. But oh yeah, he's a strong style guy.
Oh man, the chops there. This man's
Well,
so big, so imposing.
immediately, I want to see him against Ishii.
Absolutely. And oh, look at that there. Dual
Double
chops to end it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, okay, Captain New Japan. Good luck with that. Even
Now,
Nakanishi just seems like. Oh, what a lariat.
Immediately, I want to see him against Elgin too now.
Yeah, definitely. And he's just powering through. And now is he going to tag in Kushida already? No, he's calling for something. Oh, God. Is he actually going to put power behind that lariat? Good God, he'll take his head off. Is he going to get... Oh, Captain New Japan.
Uppercut.
Probably saw his life flash before his eyes. He was able to duck.
Oh, really? Captain New Japan, you're going to try and lift this man up? Oh, but Goto comes in to help. He will. Maybe not.
I'm not so sure about that.
No, maybe
I'm not so sure about that. Oh,
double
my
Northern
God.
Lights! Double Northern Lights!
Good God. Oh, and he takes Ricochet off the apron.
Yeah, Ricochet was trying so hard to just avoid that whole thing, and then he still went after him anyway.
And Nakanishi, despite not breaking a sweat, tags out anyway to Yuji Nagata. Nagata back in now. I know, a body shot there to Captain New Japan.
He's a generous teammate. He doesn't want to take all the credit for himself.
I'm beginning to think that maybe Nakanishi could win this match by himself. I mean, that double Northern Lights was insanity. And now, nice knee to the gut there, Captain New Japan.
I love that he changed it up, too, because, like, Elgin would have just done the double vertical, but no. Nakanishi's just like, man, I can change this up. I can make this look even cooler.
And now in comes Kushida for the first time, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, kind of taunting Ricochet there, playing the mind games before Sunday, and then stomping on the face of Captain New Japan, cartwheel drop kick.
A little bit of a time splitters offense, but doing it solo.
Absolutely. Captain New Japan staying in it. I'll tell you what, Ricochet wants in this match bad now.
I want Ricochet in this match bad myself.
Folks, let me tell you, if you're not... Oh, and there's the flying shoulder block there by Captain New Japan. As I was saying, if you've never seen Ricochet, either as himself or as Prince Puma, you're in for a real treat right about now as he gets the tag.
He's the human highlight reel, folks. Diving clothesline. Diving uppercut.
Spinning uppercut there.
Kick to the gut. Whips Kushida into the corner. Side check. Kick to the back of the head. Springboard. Elbow.
Amazing sequence. And you know what makes it so amazing, Ashton? Is, oh, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Wow.
Almost a variation of the Fosbury flop there.
What I was getting ready to say before Ricochet's amazingness cut off my train of thought, he makes it look so easy, Ashton.
He does.
And now, picking up Kushida there. Fireman's carry position.
Going for the Benadryller, maybe. No. Back elbow. Off the ropes. Oh, but Kushida with the front elbow.
Oh, look at that, though.
Again, Ricochet with another back elbow. Slides out of the ring. He knew Kushida was going to follow him through. Springboard double knees to the shoulders. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, if he hits that on Sunday, I don't know if Kushida's going to be able to kick out of it again.
He just barely kicked out of it that time, Ashton. And that's the difference between being a current champion and a former champion if you're Kushida. And now look at that, Kushida, though, with the hard back elbows. Nothing pretty about that. And then a kick, I believe, right to the arm. And then another kick to the arm, perhaps softening it up for the Kimura lock.
Yeah, this seems kind of unfair, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, you take whatever advantage you can get, man. I mean, in the context of a tag match, it's perfectly legal. You know, do your damage before Sunday. But, oh, look at that. These two going back and forth.
Oh, now. But he caught him.
Caught Kushida.
Oh, but Kushida had the arm. Arm drag into the Kimura. Into the Kimura. He's got the Kimura locked in. Ricochet needs to find the ropes. There we go.
He got there.
Gets to the ropes.
I don't think... Here's the thing, Ashley. I don't think Kushida got all of that hold. I think Ricochet was able to position his weight so that Kushida couldn't get the Kimura quite how he likes it.
Yeah, the Kimura is definitely more effective when he manages to get the arm entirely behind you. And it seemed like Ricochet was able to keep it in front of himself for the most part of that.
Absolutely.
Goes for the kick, but... Oh, Ricochet up. Front elbow. Forearm.
Kushida powering through, though. Oh, ducks the kick, but the rebound kick finds its mark.
Oh, with the Pele!
Good God.
Both men are down right now. This is a hell of a preview for Sunday, I'll tell you that right now. I think Ricochet needs to tag Goto in, and hopefully he can do it before Kushida manages to tag someone else in.
And let me tell you something, folks. There won't be anybody to tag on Sunday. It'll just be those two men and their will to win. And here comes Nagata, and they're with his opponent for tomorrow, and the Intercontinental Champion, Goto. Oh, man, Nagata looking for that one big upset win. He could get it tomorrow. What a boot in the corner there.
Nagata is like the opposite of Kojima, because Kojima is very strong, very powerful, but very slow and meticulous. Nagata goes at friggin' 60 miles an hour at all times, and he's got some years under his belt, to put it very politically correct, and he's just does not care. His conditioning is on point. He's just great.
Well, that's why they call him anti-aging. I mean, it's just incredible that at the age that he is, at 47 years old, he competes at the rate that he does, and he's still hanging in there with Goto, the Intercontinental Champion.
It's funny because I find myself kind of feeling like I enjoy some of the stuff Kojima does, but I enjoy entire Nagata matches, which I can't necessarily say about Kojima.
Oh, what a
headbutt from Goto!
Good God.
Goto is a man right now.
Goto, not messing around.
He's this weird hybrid of like Ishii and Shibata.
Look at that though, caught Nagata. Could it be the neck break? And it is, right on the knee.
Yep.
Right on the knee. I'll tell you, Asher, Goto's so good. We've really learned how good this man is throughout this tournament.
Did you not hear what I just said? He's like a hybrid of Ishii and Shibata. He's got that ridiculous like power punch you in the face style with just incredible technical acumen that I did not notice until G1. And now in comes Ricochet, back elbow, in comes Goto, lariat, and they are just taking it to Nagata right now. Oh, and Goto's calling for someone to go to the top rope, it looks like. Captain New Japan, headbutt. He's going to go for the headbutt.
And he misses, though.
Oh, yeah,
he misses.
Okay.
Oh, and look at his positioning. Crossface. I thought we might have been seeing the Shirome, but it's not the case. Yeah. The crossface. I'll tell you, I like Nagata's form here. That's as good as it gets.
Is Captain New Japan legal?
Captain New Japan, what? I thought. Actually, no, Goto was legal.
Yeah, I feel like Goto was legal, but maybe.
Unless Goto tagged out after that lariat.
Yeah, he might have.
Oh, look at that. Victory roll here. Victory roll here. 2. And it does not bring victory, at least not yet. Nagata kicks out.
It was a not quite victory roll.
Exactly. Now he's going to charge in the corner. Oh, misses the back elbow.
And Nagata with the big knee.
Look at that. Oh, front face lock. Could it be a suit? No, it's not a suplex. Oh, he's waiting for Nakanishi.
Nakanishi is on the top freaking rope.
No. And there's the chop.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking those guys are probably a former tag team.
Probably. They've been working so well together. But now look at that. Kushida taking out Ricochet here. Again, preview for Sunday. And now Kushida going to vault himself over the ropes. And he does.
Kushida taking Ricochet out. Nagata has it. He's got Shirome locked in on Captain New Japan. And in the meantime, it looks like Nakanishi has a torture rack on Goto.
Got Nakanishi manhandling everybody. And that's going to do it there. That's going to... What a team.
Wow.
What an all-star team. Nagata, Nakanishi, and Kushida.
Yeah, Nagata and Nakanishi are former IWGP Tag Team Champions.
That makes all the sense in the world to me.
It does. It really does. That was a lot of fun. That torture rack, though?
Absolutely.
Last time I saw a torture rack was like 2011 Ezekiel Jackson.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, though, Nakanishi with that power, I don't blame Goto for falling victim to it. Not only would I have fallen prey to it, I would have been tapping out like a baby. And Captain New Japan, he tapped out to the Shirome, and Ricochet just looking at Kushida. That's what's on Ricochet's mind. That IWGP
match right here that they were really building for.
Absolutely. Now Kushida.
The handshake, the show of respect, the mutual show of respect. How rare is it that you see that?
Absolutely, but look
outside
at that.
Outside of ROH, really. I mean, it seems like it's pretty common in ROH, but outside of ROH, you don't see that kind of thing very often.
But here's the story. You know, outside of that show of respect, both men sending a message to the other, Kushida holding his belt, reminding him that you've got to beat me to take this, that I'm the champion, and Ricochet making that waist motion as if to say soon that belt is going to be where it belongs, around my waist.
Yep. Oh, man, that match is going to be insane.
That is going to be a barn burner on Sunday, to be sure, as we roll on. Day 17 of the G1 Climax. Who will have supremacy of the A block? AJ Styles or Tanahashi? We're going to find out tonight, but we still got plenty of great action here for you.
And the final match of the first half of the night is Chaos, represented by Nakamura, Ishii, Sakuraba, and YOSHI-HASHI, taking on Chaos, also being represented It's a chaos versus chaos match. I don't know why, but the other side is going to be Okada, Goto, and the Kingdom, Michael Bennett and Matt Taven, with Maria Kanellis at ringside.
Yeah, very interesting. Sadly, no Toru Yano in the mix.
He's not in
But
chaos.
I thought Toru Yano was a member of Chaos.
I don't. Is he? Maybe he might be.
Because he's tagged with the YOSHI-HASHI before, I know, and I thought we
Yeah,
always
I think
Chaos.
maybe he is, and I just had a brain fart.
Yeah, but there you see Shinsuke
Well, and
Nakamura.
no, Toriano is actually in a tournament match today, though. He's going against Bad Luck Fale.
Oh, that's going to be very interesting to watch unfold. But yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, yes, he's in this tag match, but if you're the king of strong style, you've got to be looking far beyond it. You've got to be looking to tomorrow. And thinking that
Yes.
I am in the ring with Kazuchika Okada, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And if Nakamura can win, and you know damn well that he can, then he will create a very interesting chain of events. Also, as long as, of course, Karl Anderson wins his match. But Nakamura beats Okada and just worries about himself, he'll be sitting pretty in the B block. He'll have handed Okada, only his second loss.
Oh, and yeah, he is in chaos. I just had a brain fart there, and the only reason that we were kind of trying to figure out where he was is because he was in the G1 match against Fale.
That's going to be very interesting. And there is Sakuraba.
We haven't seen him in a while either.
Absolutely, it's going to be another Nakanishi situation. I'll be very curious what he brings to the table.
You know what he brings to the table. We saw him at Wrestle Kingdom 9, man.
Well, that was so long ago, I've forgotten.
He was in the MMA style match.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
It was Sakuraba versus Suzuki.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so I do know what to anticipate, but I'll tell you a story here.
I'll tell you what to anticipate. Technical acumen, lots of submissions, and maybe some punches.
There you go. And now here comes the opposition.
Oh, I love this theme song so much.
This tag team match is going to be explosive. All the bodies in there incredibly talented.
I feel like the only reason I like the Kingdom is because of this theme song, because they're not amazing at anything else other than just being so hateable. Maybe that's what it is too, because they're just such amazing heels.
And now look at that. Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, a great team led by Maria.
It's a good thing Karl Anderson isn't in this match, because I would probably predict him eating the pin based on the fact that he would get distracted by Maria.
Yeah, Karl Anderson, he'll need to work on that. Thankfully, there won't be any women to distract him tomorrow when it matters most.
No, and he's going against Kojima, so it's an interesting match in the making.
Certainly is. You see there, the Kingdom. Obviously, they've recently been involved in some controversy.
The New Japan cameraman absolutely loves Maria.
Yeah, certainly. No doubt about that.
Just scanning her up and down.
And I'll tell you, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, quite a team. And there is Mike Bennett. I think he has all the ability in the world.
All the ability in the world, but even more potential, which is kind of scary because he already is kind of a complete package. But I still don't think he's realized his full potential yet.
Matt Taven, just an incredible athlete. And yes, there is Maria, the woman of the hour.
The cameraman really, really loves her. Like, if we were watching the Kingdom come out and we saw just what we're seeing now for the first time, we would think that the Kingdom is actually Maria, and she just happens to have two slave boys that follow her around everywhere.
Absolutely. Well said. But, Ashton, I gotta ask you, as we see now Okada making his way to the ring, and you said Goto is also going to be in this match?
Yeah, it's Okada and Goto are the other two guys on that team.
Well, if you're Okada and Goto, and first of all, you're teaming with the Kingdom, which that may not set right with you, but more importantly, I mean, do you have any discomfort about, the fact that your opposition is pretty much your brethren?
No, because, again, we've seen Nakamura versus Ishii. We're going to see Okada versus Nakamura on tomorrow. I think that they acknowledge that they're all just that damn good, and the best man is going to win.
Absolutely. I mean, in the confines of a G1 Climax tournament matchup, I agree with you. But I could see this team of Okada, Goto, Bennett, and Taven being very disjointed. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they'll
I
actually...
think Bennett and Taven are going to be like the glue that keeps it held together.
Really? Interesting thoughts there.
Well, Bennett and
As
Taven
Terrans are...
they are technically part of Chaos. It's not like they're just kind of randomly thrown into this. They are in Chaos.
All right. Fair point then. So we'll see. We will see what goes down. And Okada, man,
Yeah,
how impressive.
I'm pretty sure Chaos recruited them exclusively so that Maria could be around to distract Karl Anderson and take down the Bullet Club from the inside out.
Right. I'll tell you, Ashton, there is Shinsuke Nakamura, and
yeah, they've been showing him a lot, and he's just got this kind of like thoughtful look on his face, like he's just analyzing the situation for tomorrow.
Yeah, Nakamura very cerebral. You may not guess it with how flamboyant the man is and how crazy he can be in the ring with his mannerisms, but
that right there is a misfit team if I've ever seen one, and I love it.
I love it too, man. I love it too.
It's crazy because like you look at the other team and it's 4 complete individuals, and then you look at this team and you've basically got 2 teams of 2 because the Kingdom are very clearly a team, and then Okada and Goto are almost also matching. But then you look like you can compare Ghetto's attire to Taven and Bennett, and it's all similar. So the team looks more uniform.
Right. Oh, look at this here.
Handshake, maybe?
Maybe. This is the stare down. Look at Nakamura. I've never seen Nakamura in such a state of deep reflection. I think he's really thinking about things. And Goto, they're restraining Okada. Okada, I hate to keep driving the point home, but I still can't believe 7-1 G1 Climax tournament record.
Yep. He could potentially, I hope it doesn't happen, but he could potentially go 8-1, which I'm not going to say for sure, but I believe it could potentially be the best record in G1 history.
If Okada can beat Nakamura, it'll be game, set, match. No ambiguity, no controversy. He'll take the block. But if you want chaos... Absolutely. And if you want chaos to reign, and no pun intended, I'm not trying to be cheeky about that, you're rooting for Shinsuke Nakamura tomorrow.
Yep, and that's exactly how I feel. I'm rooting for Nakamura and Anderson because that will send everything into flux.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I'm rooting for Nakamura, Anderson, and Nagata because, like I said, if Goto wins and he gets inserted into that crop, it seems like the logical choice would be for Karl Anderson would be to win. But if Goto loses and it's just Anderson, Okada, and Nakamura, it's a 3-way tie, and I have no clue how they would handle that.
Well, I gotta tell you, if you're Karl Anderson, you want all the bodies you can get on the mountaintop. We've talked about it. And now look at that, Matt Taven there with a shove from behind to Ishii, because Mike Bennett knew him alone he wasn't going to be able to gain an advantage. And now Matt Taven's going to charge, but Ishii, look at that, explodes out of the corner.
Oh, and a power
slam to Taven.
Ishii is super pissed about losing to Honma on Wednesday.
Yeah, that man's in a bad mood.
Vertical suplex?
And then goes into the cover.
When you've got somebody in that vertical suplex lift, knowing Ishii, why don't you just drop him right into a brainbuster and try and put him away there?
Look at that, YOSHI-HASHI taking the tag, though. Now, nice kick to the midsection there of Bennett.
I still haven't decided who I think is going to lose this match, just because I could see Goto getting pinned or YOSHI-HASHI. I think it's going to end up being Goto, but I don't know.
I'll tell you what, Ashton, you and I have gone bell to bell with this G1 Climax tournament, but these next 2 days,
the blockbuster!
Oh, nice blockbuster there by YOSHI-HASHI, but as I was saying, between today with Styles and Tanahashi, and then just tomorrow with everything concerning the B block, my blood is boiling, partner.
Absolutely. This is where everything goes from everyone puts on good matches to everyone puts on good matches that have incredibly high stakes.
Exactly. I mean, folks, I can understand if you felt like the whole G1 Climax tournament was going to be grueling on the mind and the body, and you only wanted to tune in for the important stuff. Well, day 17, 18, and 19, that's the important stuff. And
absolutely, that's going to be where the blocks are determined, and that's going to be where the winner is determined on day 19.
Exactly, and now look at that.
We've got the Kingdom double teaming YOSHI-HASHI right now. YOSHI-HASHI in a bad way.
Oh, no! YOSHI-HASHI's still fighting here. But
super kick
there.
Flash kick!
Nice flash kick there by Taven. Goes into the cover here, and YOSHI-HASHI stays in it.
And Goto was ready to play defense there, but nobody from the other team showed up.
Yeah, well, Goto, I think, realizes, hey, you know, we have a chance to win here. And
That
now
was more a
Geto's going to work
statement on no
inside.
one on the other team showing up than anything, because like
Right.
you've got Nakamura, Ishii, and Sakuraba over there. None of them decided to break up the pin. YOSHI-HASHI could have ended the match right there.
My friend, their minds could be elsewhere, especially Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
Ishii's got Elgin tomorrow, which that's definitely going to be a task, but there's not really anything on the line technically. Oh,
I
but
mean,
in comes Okada. In comes
uh,
the
uh, uh,
Rainmaker, working with YOSHI-HASHI. And you have to wonder if he's going to pull out some of his mind games in this match, given that everyone on the other side is a friend or at least someone that he respects.
absolutely. Okada, one of the best in the game today. I don't need anything to substantiate my argument except IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Because that's all you need.
Multi-time, even.
Multi-time, even. That's right.
Multi-time and current.
And I'll tell you, for Okada, we've talked a lot about Nakamura and the controversy. Let's just remind everybody very quickly, Ashton, the stakes for Okada, because he has big stakes too. He needs to win the B block to maintain sovereignty over his own destiny. If Okada can win the entirety of the G1 Climax, again giving credit to Tech Guru 8, who informed us that if Okada can win this tournament, he picks his opponent for Wrestle Kingdom 10. And that kind of power, Ashton, I mean, that's nothing to take lightly. You
And
see there.
this half of Chaos is absolutely picking YOSHI-HASHI apart. You want to talk about isolating someone from their corner, cutting the ring in half. This side of Chaos has done that.
Absolutely. And how hilarious is it? I mean, the egg on my face, which I will say is quite delicious. I thought that this team was going to be the more disjointed, and there's the Tope Atomico there from Okada. But they have just been working so on point with each other.
I'm telling you, I think Geto and the Kingdom are on the same page. Geto and Okada on the same page, and obviously the Kingdom themselves are on the same page. So even though Okada and the Kingdom might not necessarily be the best as far as working with each other goes, he can still play along and just kind of improvise as far as that little relationship goes. But look at this. Look at YOSHI-HASHI with a neckbreaker on Okada. And again, let's give some credit to YOSHI-HASHI. He has been getting dominated by four guys at the same time, and he's still finding a way to get enough energy to make a tag here.
Absolutely. Who's he going to tag? I'm thinking Nakamura, and
Nakamura!
it is.
Nakamura and
Oh, here we
Okada
go.
takes out the
Oh,
Kingdom.
oh, we got a preview for tomorrow here.
And
Oh,
the
the kick.
Enziguri. Yeah, beautiful. Nakamura, that limb advantage is prevalent no matter who he's going against, although it seems like the limb advantage will be significantly lessened against the man of Okada's stature, one of the tallest guys, I think one of the tallest non-gaijin specifically in New Japan. And look, oh, but Nakamura with the fall away back kick.
Absolutely. And now Nakamura is going to charge into the corner here, but oh, Okada
Oh,
moved out of the way. Oh, but now
knee
Nakamura
to
with
the
the
gut.
knee.
Sets him
Oh,
up.
man.
He's going for another knee.
And
He
he
hits
got
it.
it. He got it. Nakamura like a house of fire right now. Cover. And Okada stays in it.
I think that's worth talking about, though, John, because normally Nakamura, a lot of the guys in New Japan are under 6 feet tall. You can look at every other player in this match as far as the heavyweights go. Ishii is under 6 feet tall. Well, I guess that's the only other heavyweight in this match. But you look at the rest of the block that these guys are in. Nagata is under 6 feet tall. Goto is right around 6 feet, maybe like 5'11". Elgin is under 6 feet tall. Let's see. Kojima is under 6 feet tall. Karl Anderson, I think, is like 6'1" or 6'2". But regardless, the common theme here, Okada at 6'3" is a giant in this division. And Nakamura has always enjoyed this limb advantage that we always talk about. I think Okada's height kind of leans me towards wanting to say that maybe Nakamura's limb advantage won't be quite as significant.
And I would certainly have to agree with you there. Nakamura will more than likely have to find a way to adapt. As you see now, Taven, could it be the Swanton bomb here? An ode to the Hardys, and he got it. He got it.
Absolutely. Yep. The
But
double finisher, and now Okada with the uppercut.
and it falls right under the
In.
cover. Two. And look at that.
YOSHI-HASHI
YOSHI-HASHI breaks it up.
The guys weren't ready. The guys weren't ready on defense.
But I'll tell you what, Ashton, if anybody can adapt from going in with a handicap, because he already has the elbow, which, I mean, yeah, hasn't been that prominent, but I mean, it is there, and now could it be Okada?
Oh, Okada wants a tombstone already. Oh, but look at YOSHI-HASHI.
Look at that. YOSHI-HASHI taking it to Okada, and then look at that, the low angle lariat there from Ishii.
And now Nakamura, yay! He hits
there
it.
it is.
Goes for the
is he going to pin
One,
the champion?
Two. But Bennett breaks it up.
Bennett
he needed to. Look at Okada, though. His shoulders were still on the mat. He would have lost. That would have been it.
And if that was the G1 Climax tournament bout, chaos would have ensued. And again, no pun intended there. Nakamura calling for it again. Can he get the drop kick? What a drop kick by Okada.
This match is going to be so hyped tomorrow.
Oh, my God. Absolutely ridiculous between these two men.
Okada needs to get a tag right now.
But like I was saying earlier,
he gets one. In comes Goto. Goto and Sakuraba. This is the first time Sakuraba's have been in this match.
That's very true. That's an excellent point. As you see now, the kick. Oh man, the kicks right to the thigh.
Yeah, very precise kicks. You know he's aiming for that thigh. Oh, the small package. 1, 2. Oh, broken up by YOSHI-HASHI. I thought that might have been it. I didn't know how strong Sakuraba was, if he was going to be able to kick out of that, but man, that was close. Goto with a super kick to the gut. Now another super kick to the face, but oh, look at this. Sakuraba grabs the foot, twists him around. Sleeper.
Oh, man, that sleeper. I mean, I saw that sleeper at Wrestle Kingdom 9. It's absolutely devastating.
He's got it locked in tight. Look at this.
Oh, man,
Goto's out.
Much longer.
Goto's out, man. This is going to be it. Oh, but Maria providing the distraction. Sakuraba let go of the sleeper, and he's just kind of staring right now. He's in awe. Super kick!
Wow, look at that. Goto stacks him up. 2. Oh, Sakuraba stays in it.
For what it's worth, even if the ref's hand would have hit for 3, it shouldn't have counted because his shoulder was up by 2. And now look at this. Sakuraba with the Kimura of his own.
Wow. How he slid out, it seemed like, and that's it. Ref calling it. Calling it. Wow.
Sakuraba, man, deadly quick. He reminds me a little bit of like what you'd expect from like a Black Mamba with the way he's quick and deadly.
Absolutely. I believe Goto was thinking about a camel clutch. Sakuraba shut that down.
He did.
The fluidity of his move.
Look at Maria.
Like, what happened, guys?
Devastated, yeah.
Like, what happened? We had the game plan. What happened?
I even provided a distraction. What's your problem?
I'll tell you, Shinsuke Nakamura, earlier in this match, I swear I'd bet the house that if the Kingdom didn't break it up, Nakamura would have pinned Okada there.
And now, if you'll notice, the mutual respect is still happening because you just saw Tomohiro Ishii is not an overly respectful guy, but he still went over to check on Goto to make sure that he was okay.
Right.
And now look at this. Nakamura and Okada, the face-off.
That confrontation.
The winner of this match could potentially send things into a downward spiral or seal his own fate as the winner of the B block.
One man fought back from injuries and early losses to get to this point. The other man simply wants to maintain sovereignty over his destiny. It's Nakamura and Okada. That, to me, is going to be one of the most explosive matches throughout the entirety of this tournament. And if Nakamura wins, a Pandora's box will have been opened. I don't know if any of us are prepared for what awaits on the other side, because I don't know who's going to get supremacy of the B block then, but if Okada wins, well then he'll just have dominion over us all, because it'll be an 8-1 record.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have hyped up tomorrow about as much as possible, but now it's time that we get to today's big matches. It is the end of the first half of this show, but up next we're going to be getting Toru Yano versus Bad Luck Fale, Katsuyori Shibata versus Doc Gallows, Hiroshi Tenzan versus Tetsuya Naito, Togi Makabe versus Kota Ibushi, and our main event, the match that's going to decide it all, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus AJ Styles. We will see you guys for those, and we are going to cut off the recording here.